Hey there, good evening. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing tonight? Mirador, hey Mirador, what's going on? What are you playing tonight? So tonight is the first session in the next Wizardry game, Wizardry 7, Crusaders of the Dark Savant. So it's a good time to tune in. Shadowcat, hey guys, hey Shadowcat, how you doing? Shadow, it's the first stream since the big Battle Royale. So Shadow and I went to see a medieval armored MMA cage match about a week ago. Pretty cool stuff. Shadowcat says, I'm good, how are you? I'm good, I'm great, thank you. Thank you. Let's hope everything goes smooth tonight because in order to get this game to run properly with a auto mapper like I used with the last game, I had to do an organic install. I couldn't use my Steam install for whatever reason, so I had to set up DOSBox manually and get it going that way. So it's either not going to work at all, or it's going to work better than Bane did, which is what I'm hoping for. Shadowcat says it was so freaking cool. Yeah, it was really cool. Like, I can't wait to go back. We're going to do it again soon, whenever they come back. And of course, you're invited. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Bear with me while I try to get this up and running. Shadowcat says, will you still be able to port your characters? Yeah, that's no problem. It's a simple, just take the save file from the previous game. I think I had to rename the extension maybe. And yeah, you'll see, because we're going to do all that tonight. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens, huh? Shadowcat says, I appreciate that. However, I don't know if I'll be able to afford it next time. Yeah, I understand. Those tickets were kind of pricey. But I mean, if you're going to see it, you know, we got to see it. What? Front row, cage side. So Mirador says, so you don't have to create new characters? No, you do not. That was one of the great things about a lot of the old computer role-playing games, especially if they were sequential. You could import your characters from the previous game. And to make it even more interesting, the ending that you got in Wizardry 6 will affect the way Wizardry 7 actually starts. So, I mean, you could buy Wizardry 7. Here's the hint guide for it. This is what the cover looked like. You could buy it and never had played the old game. That's totally fine. And start a new party. You could totally do that. There's a little introductory dungeon and things. Or you could import your cleared data file from the previous game. And like I said, there were 3 main endings to that game. And depending on the ending that you received, depends on where you start. We achieved, I think, 2 of them in the last playthrough. There was the one where we took the pen, and if you remember that, the little android guy pops up and takes it from you. And then there was the one that I think we're going to go with tonight, and that was where we fought the black dragon and found a spaceship at the end of the dungeon and walked into the spaceship. Shadowcat says, oh wow, I remember the ship and the dragon. Yeah, so I think that's the one I want to do, only because that's actually the only ending that I never messed with back in the day when I used to play this game. I've never started Wizardry 7 from whatever starting point that's going to generate. So this is kind of new for me. I'm going to be starting the game from a new place, an unfamiliar place, as far as I'm concerned. So let's go ahead and let's jump right in. Enough talking. Let's jump in and let's see what happens here. So I'm going to go ahead and pop the screen on a little early because from what I remember of this game, there's a cool little intro, and I really want to hear that cool music. I want to see what it sounds like with the new synth that I've got. If it'll ever open. And see, the technical problems are already abound. Give me just a second here. I can see it, but it's not popping up. Let me try something. There we are. Crusaders of the Dark Savant, Wizardry 7. Yet I'm not able to enter the game. I promise I actually tested this earlier. And it worked. Hang tight, guys. We'll get it. We'll get it. Let's do it like this. Let me launch it a different way, and this should fix it. I always hate it when that happens. Let's run it as administrator. Let's see what that does. Nope, no luck, huh? Alright, why are we not working today? Let's try this. That's aggravating. I apologize for the technical problem. I tested this 3 times today and it worked flawlessly. Oh, here we go. No? Why is that not picking up? That's so infuriating. Let me kill the source and re-add it. And maybe that will work. Capture cursor. Yeah. No? Why is it not working? All right. Let me try it another way. If that doesn't work, guys, I may have to pause this stream for just a moment. Because I know I can make this happen. I've done it. I did it on a test today. But I think it's just the source that I'm using. There we go. There we go. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, again, it's because I'm playing the game in emulation. It's a DOS box window, and I think that's my whole issue. And of course, up above my head, right up here, that's going to be the auto map that we'll watch. So again, sorry for the technical problems, but I think we got it sorted out now. So this is what the load screen looks like. And you see this option here, import Bane. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to import our save file from the last game. SetoCat says, when in doubt, blame Seto. It's all good. SetoCat also says, don't they have another match coming in August? Yes, they do. Talking about the MMA, there sure is. So you see when I click import, or even if I were to say start or load, you're going to see this security prompt. And what this is for, it's irrelevant now. It's been removed from the game. But what this was for is this was old school copy protection. Because back in the day, it was super easy just to put a floppy in a drive and copy one disk to another, and then give your friend a free copy of the game. So to circumvent game sharing and things like that, they would require that you have the instruction manual. And you can see it says, please turn to page 52 of your manual and enter the third word located in paragraph 1, line 7. Thankfully, we don't have to do all that. We can just type in anything and it'll take it. Because all of the copy protection has been removed from the game for the digital releases and things. And I've already loaded my save game, BCF, Bane of the Cosmic Forge, from Wizardry 6. And we're going to load that. And once I hit this load button, it's going to start the new game. And it's going to start the game based off of the ending that we received. So again, we're going with the ending that we talked about earlier, Sato, where we defeated the Black Dragon and walked into the spaceship, which was a whole mind-blowing thing for people playing the original game, because up until the very end, it was nothing but a medieval fantasy swords and sorcery kind of game. And then boom, all of a sudden there's a spaceship sitting in a castle. So that was just really, really wicked stuff. So let's see what happens. You confront a giant slumbering beast, so huge that it fills the entire room, so still that it doesn't even take a breath. Because again, from the characters' perspectives, this is some kind of monster. Everyone agrees that you have troll dung in your brains, but they follow you into the mouth of the beast nonetheless. That paragraph is straight from the end of the last game. And then there were stars. And that's actually the last line of the ending. Inside the beast bird of steel, you have traveled far into the depths of space. You can already see a huge graphical improvement. For months, your journey has continued blindly through the heavens. Like the leaps and bounds of graphic technology just in a year was impressive. And then an evil presence appears against the darkness around you. A monstrous vessel approaches your helpless craft as if hungering for prey. It's a wicked-looking spaceship. Looks like something out of Metroid. Or Alien. It's very Geiger-esque. Settlecat says it does. In a few minutes, it is all over. You emerge from your metal beast into a long, narrow corridor. While joyous at the prospect of rescue, you are troubled by the ominous presence of your mysterious savior. At the end of the corridor, a figure sits high upon a throne. You approach. I am he that is called Dark Savant. We travel to a distant world, vanished for many millennia, the legendary Lost Guardia. You like the Dark Savant, Settlecat? And upon this world lies the most powerful artifact in the universe, the Astral Domini. Or Domine. With it, I shall acquire the knowledge of the gods. The will of the cosmic circle shall be no more. I shall challenge their power and put an end to the stranglehold on the destiny of the stars. and spread the secrets that they have kept hidden for so long amongst all the worlds of the heavens. Seto says, oh my god, the dudes on the sides have tentacles. Do they? Oh, they do, under their chin. I must find the Astral Domine. I shall send you to Lost Guardia, where you will join in the search for those who serve me. With those who serve me, the Terang. So I'm not sure if this guy is a good guy or a bad guy, right? That's like the vibe you get at the beginning. Because these are the Terang. I shall command the Terang to offer you assistance. They certainly look nefarious. So again, we're put in a situation where we have to decide our loyalties, right? Until we arrive, you will remain aboard my black ship. Vitalia, show them their quarters. Show them to their quarters. Or Vitalia. A young girl approaches and escorts you through the bizarre space vessel, saying nothing. She's got the power glove. Sedokat says, well then. At the end of the silent walk, she points to your room. As you enter the room, she peers deep into your eyes. Then, resuming her icy glaze, she presses a button and the doorway snaps shut. They don't make spacesuits like that anymore. Several days later, you are placed aboard another metal space bird, piloted by a pair of hissing Terang. They seem to be talking about you in a tongue you do not understand, but you recognize their equivalent of a sneering laugh well enough. Soon, a wondrous sphere appears within your view. The planet Guardia. Again, these are like super impressive graphics for what was this, 91, 92? Not sure. Hist, we have arrived. Hist is one of the Terang. Head Gen Ra Terang awaits you. Unexpectedly, you begin to feel faint, and before you have time to grab all of your nearby possessions, suddenly find yourself shimmering into a strange new world. 93 is when this game was put out. So here we are. Sedokat says, I'm loving this. And already we can see a huge graphical improvement over Wizardry 6. But if you look, our party is still there. Trevi, Claire, Kyler, Lulu, Seto, and Danny. The west wind howls through the blackened skies, an ominous air that portends of gathering storms. You have taken the hand of the Dark Harbinger, and sense that the tide of things to come shall sweep all without mercy, or chance of escape. The forest is ripe with the fetid odor of your inhospitable hosts, the Terang, an indication that their settlement lies somewhere nearby. And though they be allies, you are filled with mistrust, knowing that a time may come when you will turn your swords against them. The corners of your grim lips raise slightly. How good it is to walk the way of danger. Sedokat says, Host took your stuff. So actually, I should have a lot of my stuff. Let's see. You're not going to keep all of your weapons. And in fact, I had some really rare stuff that I hope I actually get to keep. So the characters are reduced in level down to level 5. Because, you know, otherwise there'd be no challenge to the game. But we still have Trevi, the Human Lord. I've got a Journey map kit, a broadsword. So in this game, we can move the sword, I think, straight to the paper doll here to equip the items. It's going to take me a minute to remember exactly how to play all of this. I apologize. It's been a minute. So Lulu has a sling. We'll equip the bullet stones. Got that random cap there, some leather boots. We have the lute, which puts monsters to sleep. We have the angel's tongue, which casts bless, and this cameo locket, which was something we found late in the game. Can only be worn by men, and has an AC -4, so he cannot put that on. So who can we give this to? Can we give it to Trevi? Invoke its special power. I'm not sure what it did. So Danny's here with the fairy stick. We still have the wizard's cone. We have some robes. I think the items you get to keep are random. Anime fan 232 says, I started playing Stranger of Sword City Revisited. Highly recommended. Yeah, you talked about that the last time we streamed, and I took a good look at it, and it's something I definitely plan on playing. Might be a nice project for when we finish with Wizardry. So what I'm doing now is just going through and equipping the characters. It's a shame that some of the really cool items that I had last time seem to be missing. Like I had from where we beat the dragon, we had the sword called Fang. That's gone. At least I haven't come across it yet. So we're going to do the Morning Star. We still have the Silver Cross, I see. Equip that. Skull Cap. Boots. We have an Amulet of Life. Had a bunch of healing potions here. Oh, look, 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 look. The swag bag still exists. Oh, good. It was sitting right here in front of me the whole time. So let's go back. Maybe we have some stuff in swag on the other characters. No. Darn. Nothing in swag here. Nothing there. Here's our monk. Here's Claire. Nothing in Claire's swag either. Put the bow staff. The sandals. The robe. So we'll want to re-outfit the characters as soon as possible. Is that everybody? I think so. Anime fan says the changes in Revisited make the game better. That's cool. It's definitely a game I'm going to check out. Alright, so everybody's level 5. Sadly, some of the really cool gear that I wanted to carry over did not. See, if I was playing alone, I would probably totally just like probably just re-import the game and try again. But so be it. So let me familiarize myself with the controls. This is rest. This is search. This is spells. Yeah, that's spells. Let's pick locks. What is that? No, that's steal. That's pick lock. And this is configuration. Okay, everything looks good there. Let's save. Oops, don't want to save and quit. Let's save and resume. And I thought there was a way to order the party. Like a marching order. I don't see that. Is it in camp? Nope. Click around on some things. Like I said, it's been a long time. Oh, okay, so there's their skills. Swimming, that's a new one. There's the exit. Okay, so I just click. So the kiss is a cool little feature. The candle here indicates their vitality. The shorter the candle, the closer they are to having trouble recovering. Age 18, life 12. Okay. So we're seeing some cool stuff here. But I could have sworn there was a way to change the marching order. I'll have to look into that. Okay. So let's explore. Being snuffed out, exactly. Alright. So you see the auto map automatically generates based off what we're seeing. I like this auto map a little bit better too. It's prettier. So again, normally whenever I've played this game before, I always start in a different location, so I'm not even sure where I'm at right now. Walking through the trees, you suddenly stop. A torrent of thought sweeps past you, dark, haunted images escaping from behind the locked confines of your own machinations. Like a shock, your mind begins to race with the impact of all the events that you've brought to this place. Wow, okay, we're going to wax poetic. Does mankind have a destiny? Does the universe have a destiny? Could it be possible to alter the universe of all that has been before? Or is all that can be to remain as it was? Who is this Dark Savant, this dark herald of change? And what role shall you play? Will your actions assist the approach of the new order within the universe, or hasten the onslaught of its own destruction? And how can you be certain of the difference? These thoughts begin to fade as quickly as they appeared, and soon your gaze returns to the forest where you stand. Perhaps somewhere here, on this new world, lies the answers. And then again, perhaps not. Anime Fan says, which wizardry is this number-wise? This is Wizardry 7. This is the direct sequel to the game that we played, Bane of the Cosmic Forge. This is Wizardry 7, Crusaders of the Dark Savant. So it looks like I see a road south of me, but let's peek over here. I just want to... Uh-oh. An encounter. Vampire rooks. So is this how I move? Okay, I don't know. Anyways, back up. So this is what the combat looks like in this game. Setoket says, be right back. So Trevi is equipped with a sword. We're going to fight. Swing and thrust. Okay, so the combat is similar. So yeah, I need to adjust this marching order here because I want Kyler next in line and all the way down. So Sato still has the breath weapon. Let's try it. Kyler, see, I can't get him to where I want him. Move who? Kyler. I'll have to figure that out. Danny. I like the new spell layout here. It's much more user friendly. So let's go ahead and cast a sleep. Where did I see it? Right here. We'll do a level 3 sleep on these rooks. The audio seems a bit glitched. I'll have to work on that. Oh. Setoket says, no, I was spelling bird. Alright. Oh, it's really killing me that I can't fight with Kyler. I'm going to have to figure out how to adjust the party setup. Like I said, it's been a while. What do we have? Blades. We still have blades? Okay. Let's cast blades. Kyler's got a few spells that we never really used because he's always in the front lines. We have Magic Missile? Yes, we have Magic Missile. Alright. I like. Did you see one of the options? Terminate game. Remember how last time we would get stuck in those endless fights, and all we wanted to do was just die so we could start over? I'm glad that's an option now. Mirador says, does this beginning remind you of the last time you played, or was it different? So I've played this game a handful of times in the past, and it always starts outside. Usually, the way, when you start a new game, or, well, let me back up. When you start a new game, without importing characters, you start in the woods, and there's a ladder leading down to a starter dungeon. And then another time I played, I started outside of a base that belonged to a completely different alien race. I forgot about this. I've never done where I sided with the Terang right from the beginning. Basically, it's a faction-based thing. You've got the Terang, who were starting their introduction on this playthrough, and then there's the Umpani, which are like a hippopotamus-like spacefaring race. And I've started the game on the outskirts of their town, and so I'm starting to think that maybe I'm going to be on the outskirts of the Terang city here, as opposed to a vanilla game, which would start outside of a starter dungeon in a sort of neutral city. So it looks similar, yes, in the fact that I started outside, but that's about where the similarities, I think, are going to end. All right. I've got to figure out how to rearrange the party here. I know there's a way. Bear with me while I get that figured out. Let's see. Oh. Another encounter. Move who? Move Trevi. Doesn't let me. Sato. Let me back up here. Lulu. Let's see if that does the trick. I should be able to move outside. I don't know what's going on here. Let's see. Let's just try to burn through this fight. Poet's Loot. Claire will fight. Seta will breathe. Kyler will cast another spell. Danny will cast a spell. There's a few things I really want to do before we get into the game, and that is get this party marching order changed. And I seem to remember the sound effects sounding a bit different, so I think maybe I need to make an adjustment to the sound system that the game's using. Oh, Danny's not doing too good, y'all. We need to do some healing here. Said I was going to cast. Oh, we don't have heal wounds. Are you kidding me? It's aggravating. Alright, but what we do have, I thought, were some healing potions. So let's do a moderate heal on Danny. And what does Kyler have? Anything good? Nope, not really. Poison. I'll try to sleep these guys. And of course Danny will pop a magic missile on him. Acid spray, really? Lulu died right off the bat, y'all. Claire died right off the bat, good lord. That's not what we want. What else else do we have? Fire Shield, Chilling Touch. Man, I really wish it would have moved some of the spells over. So the logic behind this is that, well, they forgot spells during the long trip in the spaceship. Shadowcat says crap. Oh, and Danny's dead too, right out of the gate. It's going to be a short battle here if everybody keeps dying. Luckily, I have an Amulet of Life. I don't know how many charges are on it. I guess it probably resets to max. So much for Claire's life candle. Boy, we're about to have a full party wipe on the second battle. I kind of am curious. I kind of want it to happen because I want to re-import and I want to see what items port over this time. What spells port over this time. So it's not going to be a bad thing if we have a wipe, actually. We'll use it to explore a little bit. And we're probably about to have it. Trevi's dead. Full party wipe on the second encounter. Wow. Shadowcat says, dang. No worries. Let's do it again. This time we'll speed through all the intro. We saw all that already. So you may ask yourself, well, if that's not the starting area, that's probably why we had such trouble. And yes and no. It's not a starting area, but it's not that we were way overpowered. The monsters were way overpowered to us either. We still start at level 5. Alright. Why does the ship have teeth? That's a great question. And unfortunately, I can't skip it. I can just speed through it, and that's what we're doing. So remember, some of the cool items that carried over in that save transfer, the cameo locket, some interesting armor pieces, and the silver cross. I want to see what happens this time. Shadowcat says, look at him being all Michael Jackson with one glove. Maybe he gave the other glove to this chick. I hate to tell her, I had the power glove back in the day, and it wasn't all it was cracked up to be. Alright. Right back to where we started. So I could have restored the save, right? But I really wanted to re-import because I want to see what happens with our. See, this time, the mantis gloves. So it's random what items you keep and what items you don't keep. I find that interesting. Mantis gloves are actually very good items. Oh. And I invoked their power. The dex went up, but I lost the item. Angel's Tongue, Poet's Lute, all this is the same. That didn't change. Nothing in swag this time. Here we go, Robes of Enchantment. We're going to give that to Danny, I think. There we go. Might as well give Danny's cheap robes to Seto. Nothing here. Claire's equipped, Lula's equipped. I think everybody except Kyler here is equipped. Okay. All right. Let me figure out how to reorganize the party. I know there's a way to do it. I know there is. Let me turn to the internet and look it up. My original manual is missing. Okay. Click the character's name. Click their name. Oh, okay. That's not very intuitive, but whatever. There we go. That's the order that we want right there. Setocat says, what about their spells? That's a great question. Let's take a look. See what spells they got this time. So this time, Seto has Cure Lesser Condition, Divine Trap and Identify, Heal Wounds, Make Wounds Good. We need that. Enchanted Blade, Silence, Haste. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and pop Enchanted Blade right now. This time Danny, Fire Shield, Sleep, Air Pocket, Chilling Touch, Fire Shield, Armor Shield, Direction, Knock Knock, Web. Okay. And what about... Well, that's the only two I'm worried about. Alright, so let's get to it. We've wasted enough time. Very sensitive. Sensitive controls. Alright. Let's get back to where we were at. I'm glad to have Cure Wounds. That'll help. Their HP is so low. Yeah, it is. Compared to what it was in the last game. But remember, we're back to being level 5 again. So this is going to be one of those deals where, at least for a little while, it's going to be a rest after every fight. But also having the party in the right marching order, that's going to help tremendously as well. So this is sort of where we were last time. Let's go ahead and save and resume. Is it going to be the rooks? Are they back? No. We have hog beetles. 6 hog beetles. Alright. So let's get into it. We're going to play that lute and put him to sleep. Seto is going to breathe. And this time, we don't have Magic Missile. That didn't come over in this port. What do we have? Air Pocket. I can't remember if that's the spell that makes them not able to cast spells or if it suffocates. I don't recall. But let's try to web them up. Captured. couple of them fell asleep. These sound effects sound like they're underwater to me. I don't remember the game sounding like that at all. All right. Remember, the Angel's Tongue casts Bless on the party, which is a buff spell. We're gonna use that. Let's do blades on these guys. Blades. At level 3. Man, I wish Danny had Magic Missile. That first level up is going to be fantastic. Chilling Touch. 11 damage. That's pretty good. 19's pretty good. If I remember right, these beetles, high defense. A lot of HP. Probably good that we saved. I'm going to keep using the Poet's Loot here and hope we can get more of them to sleep. I'm just going to keep Chilling Touch. Alright, one down. Alright, I think we got them all asleep that time. Good deal. I'm going to try to fix the sound after this. It may be something I can fix on stream. If not, we'll have to suffer with it through the rest of tonight, and I'll have it fixed by tomorrow. One damage, thanks. So for those curious, this is the original DOS version of the game. There was a Windows version called Wizardry Gold. Problem with Wizardry Gold is, even though it was supposed to be an upgrade to the game, it actually, in my opinion, looked a little worse and had its own set of glitches and bugs. And believe it or not, with today's hardware, it's not as compatible with the Windows as playing the original in a DOS box. So that's why we're doing it this way. And it really didn't look any better as far as I'm concerned. It had a little more polish to it, but it just never looked right. I like playing things the way they're intended. So even though this battle is a bit of a struggle, we're still doing way better than we were last time, and that's simply because we have our party members in the right order. All right. $2,676 experience points. That's a nice little haul there. All right. So let's save and resume. Now let's rest. We remember what happens when we rest, right? We always have that chance of an encounter. But look, the sky's changing. It goes from day to night in this game. And here's another fight. Some things never change. Alright, this will probably not end well. Probably not at all. Let's see if we can entangle any of these guys. Seto's awake now, though, so we're going to heal Claire right off the bat. Spell. Heal wounds. Level 4. On who? On Claire. And we'll do a Chilling Touch. Much better this time. Much better. Let's go ahead and cast one on ourselves. Daniel Rest. And we're just going to rest. I think we got this. There we go. See, this sounds okay. The MIDI instrument music sounds good. It's the wave samples that sound a little funky. So let's see what we can do here. Effects, Sound Blaster. Oh, I can't change it in-game. I got to do it outside of the game. Okay. I'll have to set that. I'll have to set that tomorrow when we're not playing. All right. I can fix that for sure. So what is this? Is this a town here? Is this a city? I'm not sure where we are. Again, I have no idea where I'm at in the game because I've never started the game from this launch point. Okay, let's get a spell cast here. I think we had Enchanted Blade, right? Yeah, right here. So I'm not sure where I'm at. This is interesting. What is this? Entering Nycalinth. Okay, so this is, I think I said that right, Nyctalinth. Nyctalinth. This is the T-Rang base of operations. As you step into the entrance of the town, you are met by one of the fetid T-Rang, mouth adrip with foamy bile, excreting a trail of brown mucus behind him. In a strange mixture of clicks and hisses, he utters sounds that are almost word-like. Mirador says, so even if you copy over, you will still start at level 5. That's correct. If you don't copy over, you start at level 1. Level 5 is sort of the boost that you get for copying over. We do not like your kind. You must proceed to the high chamber, where Hedjin Ra Trang awaits. Do not attempt to deceive us. Sorry, I missed the first part of that. Yeah, so that's your boost. Is you get a free 5 levels for importing and a random assortment of your spells and equipment. Okay. The town of Nyctalinth lies in a decaying state of ruin. Its former majesty here in the Northlands reduced to ragged weeds and crumbling stones. You glance an occasional group of Terang in the distance, always quick of pace as they scurry from one building to another, hobbling sideways in their crab-like fashion upon a quartet of crusty limbs. Their heads jerk oddly, to and fro, in an agitated manner as if they were extremely uncomfortable about something, or else disturbed by having their venture outdoors exposed in the open. And always behind them follows a trail of slimy brown goo. It appears that they have indeed adopted Nyctalinth as their temporary home on this unusual world, and once again, glancing about the dilapidated ruins, it seems a quite fitting and appropriate choice. Okay, so we're here in this town. Ratkin, and of course, right off the bat, we get a fight with 11 monsters. Good Lord. This will probably end in a wipe. I get infuriated with these crazy... What do we have here? Silence, weak and slow. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's slow these guys. I get infuriated with these massive, like, onslaught battles. Right out of the gate. I don't have anything really that's going to do an AoE attack. Let's see, maybe these guys aren't that difficult. It's been a while. Vorpal Blades, that's a poison weapon, that's great. Kyler's poisoned. And almost dead. And will be dead shortly. And he's dead. So you see the trend of being a brutal game is not reduced with Wizardry 7. And Claire's poison. So we're going to have a full party wipe here in a second, y'all. I predict it. Because these guys are just filled with, like, poison. Ratkin leader advances. So, yeah, we're not having much luck with the other guys. Let's focus on the leader. Back up, back up, back up. Let me actually back that up too, because Lulu's going to focus on these thieves in the back and try to put them to sleep. Meanwhile, can Seto cure poison? No, Seto cannot. We can heal wounds though. We're going to do that at level 8 on Trevi here. Danny's just going to keep chipping away with a chilling touch at the leader. Would it have been easier to create new and do the starter dungeon? Probably. Probably would have been easier in terms of difficulty, yes. I wanted to show, however, the how the importing and all of that works. But I'm open to that suggestion. The overworld encounters are not necessarily supposed to be all that difficult. These encounters, on the other hand, because I do believe this is just going to be a straight wipe. We're not going to get very far with this. I can always terminate the game and restart it. The only problem with starting new also is the create a character process would be long and drawn out. But I'm willing to leave it to a vote. If you guys would like to see the game start from its new game, new game beginning with brand new characters and a fresh, clean slate, I'm certainly up to that. Those of you that are watching, if that's what you'd like to see, certainly let me know. I think what we're just going to do here is terminate and go back to the load screen. So before I enter town, I'm going to explore a little more of the outside here. Because now that I know where in the game I am, I'm honestly quite surprised it put me here. It's not that this is a late game area, but it seems like an odd starting point for me. Story-wise, it makes sense following the intro that I would be put here where the Terang are based out of. making huge headway here. Let me put them to sleep. We'll do it like this. There we go. The cool thing is that intro dungeon still exists in the game, and we can still explore it. It's just a matter of getting there. It's not like a locked tutorial or anything like that. So can we rest? Man. And they just double it up with 5 of these guys. And Shadow and Danny are asleep. Claire's gonna bite the buck. Yep, Claire's gonna bite it. I can see it. I can see it coming. And well, no, Shadow's awake now. So there may be a way out yet. Let's get Claire healed up here. Bump, bump. Sure wish we had. Maybe if you can get there, grind a few levels at the starter. Yeah, not a bad idea at all. I've got to reorientate myself because, yeah, again, it's been 12 years since I played the game, and I'm not sure where this location is in regard to the starter dungeon. I could look at a map or something probably. Really, at the rate this is going tonight, we'll probably stop here in just a little bit because there's still some technical things I want to try to fix in terms of the sound and all of that. And I mainly wanted tonight to be an introduction to the game and show off that cool import file functionality. And just get myself mentally reacquainted with the game. Which I think I've kind of got my head back in it at this point. Let's see. And really, if we keep getting fights like this, we'll grind levels in no time. That's cool. One left. Let's finish him off. Get a nice big experience point haul here. $2,200. Not enough to level up, though. Alright. Let's try that rest again, as always. So you can kind of do this cheat move here where you interrupt the rest, save and resume, go back into rest, gain a couple bars here, end it early. Which way do we want to go? Let's follow the road, huh? That's a road leading into Nictolinth, I think. Got a little side road here. Where's this going? It's the mapping, man. The mapping just like, it hooks me every time. I want to see every nook and cranny. I think if we gain like 2 levels would be good. That's what I want to do. I want to get a couple spells back like Magic Missile that can hit a whole group. There we go. I got a critical hit from Claire. Fantastic. Yeah, we like that. Vampire Rook falls unconscious. All right. Yeah, here we go. We're trucking along now. Another thing I can do for the stream also is I could pare the difficulty back. That's always an option. And in a situation here where I'm not playing to be competitive in any way, where I'm just playing sort of to show off the game and introduce people to it, that might not be a bad idea. So if that's the kind of stuff you guys want to see, holler at me, let me know. Right now the game's on normal, and you can always bump the difficulty up or down, depending on what you want to do. Be a good spot to rest. I'm curious where this other end of the road takes us. I know that Nyctalinth is to the west, and that's obviously the zone we're intended to start in with this import. But I'm wondering just what's around the corner. Yeah, here we go. We're filling in that map now. What's in here? Hog beetles. We know about these guys now. I'm hoping another group like this, a group of 5, that might be enough to get us a good level here. Actually, let me do this. Let me back up. Let's get this enchanted blade going. That'll help. And what else? Let's try to bind these guys up a bit. I'd like to play till we at least level up once, because I want to just show rather what the level ups is like in this version of the game, or in this entry in the series. There we go. Fight, bash, and let's do the sleep again. The interface is much more responsive than Bane was. Just wait till we get to Wizardry 8, which is something I have a little exclusive insight on too, by the way. We'll talk more about that when we play that game. But I had talked to the devs of that game back in the day, and I got some cool little pieces of info that aren't very well known. The fanfare music here is catchy to me. All right, are we going to get a level? Let's find out. Nope, not yet. How many experience points? Oh, we did get one. Seto, you made a priest level. Max that piety out. Very nice. 6 hit points. Okay. Earned a skill bonus. So, one thing I do want to point out, in this game, there is sort of an auto map built into the game in terms of that map kit. Right now, I think Trevi's holding on to it, and so whatever character is going to hold the map kit, you can increase their mapping. So right now, I've got 5 points I can put in my academia. All of that's going to go in theology because I really want to bump up the spells I can learn. Physical. I seem to remember swimming being super important, so I'm going to throw a bunch in swimming for the first couple levels that I earn. We're going to bump up that mace and flail too. Now learn a new priest spell. Armor plate, bless, hold monster, same mind. Rest full. I don't remember what that spell does. Let's take a look. Popped out the official hint guide here. Not really wanting to use it as a hint guide in this case, more wanting to use it as a instruction manual. Although it may not have a group of spell descriptions in it. Let's turn to the web. Cure paralysis, not a bad one. You're right. Restful, though. I want to see what that does. Because that's a new spell. I don't think that was in. Restful restores the stamina of the entire party. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, Cure Paralysis would not be a bad choice. We're going to learn that. Oh, I learned another one. Let's see. Let's go with Dispel Undead. Number 1, because it may come in handy. And number 2, the more spells I learn in a group will boost the point allocation for that group. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's do it. Okay. So we earned our first level. We got to see that. Let's check that spell out. What do we say? Restful. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, come on now. That means the other party members' levels are just around the corner. Another couple fights and we should have multiple level ups. Loop here. 2 dragon rooks. Claire dies. Fantastic. So the monsters have hit locations. Is that new? I'm not sure about that. Let's see what you mean. Tail, 8 damage. I almost feel like wing, 7 damage. So as far as I know, there's not a way to target a specific part of the monster. I think maybe that's just for color. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's just, you know, color text. But that's a good observation. I'll check into it, find a good answer. Alright, Trevi has leveled up. So we have 8 8 weaponry rather points to put in. I'm going to dump all that in sword. Swimming. So let's see what the mapping does. Put 3 points in it. Actually, let's put everything in it. Enchanted blade. I'm going to put it in enchanted blade. That way we can take a little of the load off of Sato. Diplomacy's a new one. Alright, Lulu made a level. Shame that Claire's dead, because Claire would have certainly leveled up as well. Alright. Ultimately, I know that I want this character to go with bows. So I'm going to put a lot into there. A few into throwing. Physical. Music. Definitely the music. And skullduggery will get us into some doors. And I think Lulu's going to be our big diplomatic one. All I can learn is sleep, okay? Danny. Fireball, that's a good one. Magic Missile. We're learning Fireball, guys. I can't help it. I need that spell. Oh, we need Magic Missile too. What else we got? Detect Secret. Finally. This spell, Watch Bells. Can we guess what that is? You can cast that spell before you rest, if I remember right. And it will make sure that if your rest is interrupted, your characters wake up like an alarm so they don't get ambushed. It's a good one to have. But Detect Secret, I think, is a must-learn first. Now, somebody, somewhere, has this. We're going to give this to Sato. Drop that in the swag. Let's use it. Invoke. On who? On Claire. So Claire is back. Let's give Claire some healing potions here. and just drink one for good measure. Moving items is surely easier. Yes, it's 1,000 times easier. 1,000 times easier. I love it. Alright, so now we're getting somewhere. Oh, let's not forget to... Oh, crap. I just hit quit, no save, and I did not mean to. Dang it. Man, that's awful. That's terrible. Golly. It's very sensitive, though. That's the only thing. That was a total my fault. Dang. Can't believe I did that. It's being an emulated DOS window, the mouse and keyboard are extra sensitive, and that's why you see me like going in and out of the same window and over again, because of the sensitivity. That's something I can also change in the settings. And that's something I'll be doing because I hate to waste everybody's time. But maybe it'll be a good thing because maybe now Claire will live through the fight. Well, then you still have that res available, so it's okay. Yeah, that I've actually got 2 life amulets. Claire has one, Sato has one, and they have multiple charges, so I've got plenty of reses. I just hate to be repetitive on stream, that's all. But we're going to see if... look at that. That stinks. I don't think I have a cure poison potion. But again, we might be able to rest through it. Let's see. Trevi, Swing, Kyler, Claire. Let's cast a Bless. Does Seto have a cure poison? Holy Water, huh? Cure Stone. I don't remember seeing that one. Give that to Claire. What does Danny have? Yeah, let's try it. Back to sleep. This time Sato's going to heal wounds on Trevi. We're going to keep him afloat here. That poison may just tear through him when we rest. I don't know. Definitely think we can survive the battle, though. Alright, Claire needs a little healing in the next round. Try to put these guys back to sleep. We're going to use a moderate heal on Claire. Danny's going to go ahead and use a Chilling Touch at level 3. There we go. And now Claire's poisoned too, darn it. Alright. Wow, that was a huge huge hit point boost there. I think he's going to be the designated mapper. Just because I want to see what it does. Alright, let's see what happens with Claire now that she leveled up this time. Psionic Fires. Wow, look at the... Oh, here we go. Good lord. Okay. Let's get some of these utility spells. Watch bells. Let's learn that. We're going from 15 to 17 hit points. Alright. Fireballs. 1. Magic missiles. Another. Whipping rocks. I don't remember that one from the last game. That's a new one. Missile shield, shrill sound, stink bomb, detect secret. Gotta have detect secret, guys. Alright. This, right here, will make a good stopping point for tonight. Cure lesser condition, that is a good one to have. Pick that up on the next level up. This is where we're going to stop tonight. I will... Well, what are we going to do? Are we going to try to cure this on camera, or do I want to do it off camera? I don't know. Let me save, because I want to see how bad they perish in the rest. Oh, nice. So they were able to recover from that. Cool deal. Oh, you had already. Okay. So yeah, good stopping point for tonight. I don't think I'm going to do anything off stream except maybe try to fix this sound. And I'll consider what I want to do about the difficulty level of the game. To make a better streaming experience, it might be a little more fun to drop it to easy. I don't know. A lot of people like to watch Wizardry because they want to see the challenge. And there's certainly plenty of challenge, even with a 5-level boost at the beginning of the game. You can see it's no walk in the park. But yeah, I'm going to pick up tomorrow. Again, as always, Mondays are a later night for me. I won't be starting around 6. We'll probably be starting closer to 7:30, 8 o'clock. So it'll be a short stream tomorrow. But then the rest of the week, we'll give it a full hour and a half to 2 hours like we usually do. But hey, thanks for checking it out. Sorry for the technical difficulties at the beginning, but I think we've got it about all sorted out. So we'll be full steam ahead tomorrow. We'll probably venture into Nyctalinth and see what's going on with the terrain and get a feel for where the story is going from here. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see everybody tomorrow. Have a good night.